Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey following the penalty. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Malik Hooker.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Undercut. Christian, Travis. 5.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm going to run you over. Alert flare. Back.
Hey, zoom.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I get it.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Let's go now. 8, read.
All day, every day, any day. Check.
6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6.
Second and 14. This is caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Squeeze. Hey. No. Go, just now.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Check.
80 weapon. Hard.
Check 26.
Hey. High 7. Go.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
X3. 218. Chop it. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Yeah, he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Motion.
Hey, Delta.
56 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. Like 56.
On fourth down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On first down, Swift. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
General West. Go. We got it. Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Go. Fight.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
No. He's checking. Crash.
Go, faster. Big grip.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Check safety.
Hey, wahoo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Drop deep. Mike 56.
On 4th down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a victory. First half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.